If you ever feel like your English, your dreams, and your hard work are on a path that leads nowhere, then stop.
Because sometimes giving up feels like the easiest path. But staying the course, that is the one thing that makes you truly unstoppable.
Today, we are not just learning English. We are learning how to believe in ourselves all over again.
Welcome to Speak Unstoppable, your calm space for easy English conversation and real-life confidence. I'm Maria.
And I'm Joun. Maria, can I say something? You look very peaceful today. Almost too peaceful.
Too peaceful? That sounds suspicious.
Yeah, like the quiet before something big. So tell me, how are you?
I was going to say, I'm fine.
Ah, yes, the most popular sentence in the world. I'm fine. Short, safe, no questions.
Exactly. It's simple English. Very useful.
True, but let me ask again. How are you really?
Honestly, for a few minutes this morning, I felt like giving up on myself.
On yourself? That's deep. What happened?
You know those mornings when you wake up, check your phone, remember your goals, your plans, your responsibilities, and your brain just whispers, maybe not today.
Oh, yes, when your motivation is still sleeping.
Exactly. My dreams were awake, but my energy was not.
I think many people listening right now understand that feeling. Sometimes you want to improve your English, build confidence, change your life, and then one small mistake makes you feel like quitting everything.
Yes, you try to speak English, you forget a word, and suddenly your brain says, see, you can't do this.
Or you study one difficult grammar rule and think, that's it, English is impossible.
And the hardest part? It's not the grammar, it's the feeling, the quiet voice that says, maybe I'm not good enough.
But if you're listening to us right now, that means something important.
It means you didn't give up.
Exactly. You pressed play. You're here. Even if your day feels heavy, even if your progress feels slow, you are still trying.
And that matters.
So today, we want to talk about something very real.
Today's episode is called Don't Give Up on Yourself.
We're going to talk about those moments when you feel tired of trying, tired of learning, tired of starting again.
Especially with English.
Yes, because learning a language is not only about words and grammar, it's about patience, confidence, and believing in yourself when progress feels invisible.
And don't worry about the language level. This episode is perfect for B1 learners who want natural conversation practice.
If you're A2, stay with us. Some expressions might be new, but we will explain important ideas gently as we go. No pressure, no stress.
And we'd love to hear from you. In the comments, finish this sentence. One thing I don't want to give up on is blank because blank.
Maybe it's your English. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your confidence.
Your sentence doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be honest.
And at the end of this episode, we'll slowly revisit the key words and phrases we used today, so you can understand them clearly and feel comfortable using them in your own conversations.
So take a deep breath.
You are not behind. You are not too late. And you are definitely not alone.
Let's talk about why you should never give up on yourself. June, let's dive right in. Sometimes when people say never give up, it almost sounds like a warning. Like you must push forever, no breaks allowed.
Yeah, and that can feel heavy, right?
Heavy is the right word. It can feel like life is saying, keep running, don't stop, even if your legs hurt.
And honestly, who wants that kind of pressure?
Not us. Here, when we talk about never giving up, we mean something gentler, something quiet but steady.
Like a candle that keeps burning, even when it's windy.
Exactly. There's a word in English that captures this feeling perfectly. Endurance.
Endurance. That's a strong one.
It is, but it's not about speed. It's about lasting, keeping your heart and mind in the journey over a long stretch, even if the steps are tiny.
And paired with that, there's another word that's close to my heart. Flexibility.
Flexibility? Tell me more.
Think of a branch in the storm. It bends. The wind pushes it, but it doesn't snap. It adapts, it survives, and it grows.
I love that image. So, being flexible doesn't mean giving up. It means adjusting without quitting your core goal.
Right, and this is where many learners get confused. They see progress as a straight line. One step forward, one step back feels like failure.
But that's life, isn't it? Setbacks aren't a signal that you should quit, they're just part of the path.
Exactly. Let me share a story.
Yes, please.
A learner I know, let's call her Lena. She was juggling her day job, helping at home, and trying to practice English in the evenings.
That's a lot.
Yes, by 9 p.m. she was exhausted. Her mind was foggy, her eyes heavy. She'd open her textbook, stare at it, and then close it.
Not because she didn't care, but because her energy tank was empty.
That's it. That's important to highlight. Wanting to pause doesn't mean weakness. It means humanity.
And in those moments, the voice in our head often says, maybe you're not good enough. Maybe quitting is easier.
But Lena kept something quiet inside. She allowed herself to rest, to breathe, to feel frustrated without judgment.
That's perseverance in its softest form.
Yes, and slowly she created a tiny routine. 5 minutes of listening before brushing her teeth. One short podcast clip during lunch. Just one page a night.
That's tiny, but it adds up.
Exactly. That's how resilience grows. Little daily steps that don't drain the heart, but keep the dream alive.
And sometimes it's not about adding more work, it's about changing the way you approach it.
Yeah, like instead of, I must study 3 hours straight, it can be, I will do 10 focused minutes, then stop. That's still progress.
And here's a thought, the mind can be heavier than any textbook.
Definitely. The stories we tell ourselves, I'll never get this, or I'm behind everyone, can weigh more than the actual study.
And changing that internal story is like adjusting the sails on your boat. You still move forward, but you catch the wind differently.
I remember my own moment with English.
Oh, yes. You had a big mental roadblock once, didn't you?
I did. I watched a video everyone said was easy. I couldn't understand a single sentence. My test results came back poorly, and I felt I'd hit a wall.
Hit a wall. That's such a perfect image.
My heart said, maybe this isn't for me.
But instead of quitting, you took a pause. One day, maybe two. You let yourself feel frustrated. You didn't push.
And after that?
After that, I asked myself, do I want to truly quit or do I want to adjust?
Adjustment, not surrender.
Exactly. And that small shift, tiny listening sessions, short reading, gentle repetition, was endurance in action.
And resilience, too.
Yes. And here's the key. None of this required grand heroics.
No superhero mode needed.
Just human steps. Tiny, deliberate, kind steps that return you to the journey after each fall.
And Lena's example shows that even with exhaustion, setbacks, and doubts, you can still stay on course without burning out.
So, never give up doesn't mean no rest. It doesn't mean relentless hustle.
It means returning to yourself gently, day after day, even when the path feels uphill.
Exactly. And if you take only one thing from today, let it be this: rest is allowed. Adjusting is allowed. Small steps are powerful. And giving up is never the only option. John, now that we've talked about endurance and flexibility, I want to explore why sometimes giving up feels so tempting.
Yeah, it's like a shadow that follows you when the steps feel heavy.
Exactly. And it's not because you're lazy or weak. Often, it's just that life piles up in a way that feels unmanageable.
Tell me more.
Think of someone trying to learn English while working long hours. They have family responsibilities, errands, maybe even health worries. Every obstacle is a weight.
And then add setbacks on top of that. That's when it feels like one step forward and two steps back.
Exactly. And each setback can make your heart sink a little. You start thinking, maybe I'm not cut out for this.
I know that feeling well. I once tried to study a new skill while juggling a busy schedule, and every mistake felt like a mountain.
Same here. And here's what's important: feeling tired or frustrated doesn't make you weak, it makes you human.
Right. And humans are not built to move at full speed all the time. That's why we need small, deliberate steps.
I love that. For example, if you can only focus for 10 minutes, that's still a victory. 10 minutes today, 10 tomorrow, it builds momentum.
And speaking of momentum, let me share a personal story.
Yes, please.
A while ago, I hit a point where I thought my studies were pointless. I was balancing exams, family, work, even trying to keep healthy routines. Every result seemed disappointing, and I felt completely done.
That's a heavy place to be.
It was. I wanted to quit everything, not just one project, just stop, delete notes, walk away.
And what helped you not quit completely?
A conversation. I reached out to a mentor and said, I think I'm failing. I want to quit.
That takes courage.
It did. And she told me, Joun, you're actually on the right track. You just want results too fast.
On the right track. That's such an important idea. Progress is happening, even if it's slow.
Exactly. She pointed out small areas where I was improving. Then she said, stick with it. You'll see bigger changes later.
Stick with it, even when it feels boring or heavy.
Yes, and that small advice changed my perspective. I realized I didn't need to be perfect. I just needed to continue, one gentle step at a time.
That's exactly the soft perseverance we've been talking about.
And it's not just about studying. It applies to speaking, practicing, living, anything you care about.
Right. And sometimes the hardest battle is inside your head.
Absolutely. The stories we tell ourselves, I'm behind, I can't do this, those can feel heavier than any external obstacle.
And changing that story is essential.
Yes. For example, instead of saying, I'm failing, you can say, this is a setback, not the end.
Or, I'm learning at my own pace.
Or even, I can recover from this. Those little phrases protect your heart while you keep going.
I love that. It's like giving yourself a gentle hand to hold while you navigate the hard moments.
And let's be honest, some days are still heavy, no matter what words you use.
That's true. And that's why we need the support of others.
Don't fight alone.
Exactly. Feeling isolated makes everything feel worse, but reaching out, even with one simple message, can remind you that you're not alone.
I remember one student wrote, I feel like no one else struggles with English like me. And then, under the same video, hundreds of people commented, me too.
So she realized she wasn't alone at all. That's powerful.
Right. Having a friend, mentor, or community gives you someone to lean on when life gets heavy.
Even a small check-in message can help. I'm struggling today. Can we practice together?
That's bravery, not weakness.
And when you combine gentle steps, soft perseverance, changing your internal story, and support from others, resilience grows naturally.
Yes. And sometimes never giving up doesn't mean pushing harder.
Sometimes it means adjusting, changing your approach, but staying loyal to your goal.
Like taking a different path up the same mountain. Same dream, different method.
That's a beautiful image, and it's reassuring, isn't it? That even if we feel lost, there's a way to continue without forcing ourselves into burnout.
Exactly. And remembering that can make the uphill path feel lighter.
So today, listeners, remember, rest, adjust, seek support, take gentle steps, and speak kindly to your own heart.
That's perseverance and resilience in its human, approachable form.
John, as we wrap up this journey through perseverance and resilience, I want to focus on something subtle but powerful: consistency over intensity.
Ah, yes, the small, steady steps instead of the big, dramatic leaps.
Exactly. Think of a river carving a canyon over time. It's not rushing, but it keeps flowing.
That's such a perfect image. And it's reassuring because it shows that progress doesn't have to feel overwhelming.
Right. And it's important to remember that slow progress is still progress.
Absolutely. Even on days when you feel exhausted or distracted, showing up in some way matters.
And sometimes, showing up doesn't mean you're studying for hours or completing every exercise perfectly.
It can be as simple as repeating one word, reading one sentence, or listening to a short podcast.
Exactly. And that's where the gentle persistence comes in. Not pressure, not guilt, just steady presence.
And it's okay to adjust the path along the way. Changing how you learn or when you learn doesn't mean giving up.
Right. If you've been studying grammar for months and feel stuck, switching to conversation practice or stories can rekindle motivation.
Or, if you planned 2 hours at night but your energy is low, you can move it to the morning. Same goal, different shape.
That flexibility is a key part of resilience, being kind to yourself while keeping your goal in sight.
And speaking of kindness, the words you say to yourself are powerful.
Definitely. When setbacks happen, instead of, "I failed," you can try, "This didn't work today, but I can try again."
Or, I'm learning, I'm growing, small steps count.
That gentle self-talk acts like a soft hand guiding you forward, instead of harsh judgment holding you back.
And let's not forget the power of community.
Yes, even one person to share your struggles with can make the uphill moments lighter.
A friend, a mentor, a classmate, or even an online group like our English Leap family.
And asking for help doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. It shows courage.
Exactly. Sometimes a simple, "I feel stuck, can we practice together?" can change everything.
And when you combine these elements, small steps, flexible plans, kind self-talk, and support, you create a system that sustains you.
That's the beauty of perseverance. It's quiet, steady, and human.
And resilience isn't about never breaking. It's about bending, adjusting, and returning to the path even after setbacks.
Right. Life will push you, and obstacles will appear, but each gentle return strengthens your resolve.
And the key is to celebrate those gentle returns. Each time you continue, even softly, you're reinforcing your commitment.
And that consistency builds confidence, which slowly transforms doubt into trust in yourself.
Exactly. And even if progress feels invisible, it's happening in the background.
That's why patience matters. Growth takes time, but the steps you take every day, however small, create lasting change.
And here's a final thought. Never giving up doesn't have to be loud or dramatic.
It can be a quiet, daily choice to care for your dreams, even when life feels heavy.
And if you remember only one thing from today, let it be this: it's okay to rest, adjust, and take tiny steps, as long as you don't abandon your dream.
The journey isn't about perfection. It's about persistence, resilience, and kindness to yourself along the way.
So today, listeners, whether it's English, your studies, or any personal goal, remember, small, gentle steps, flexible plans, kind self-talk, and support from others. These are the real tools of never giving up.
And even when the path feels steep, the light of progress is there. You might not see it immediately, but it's happening with each step you take.
So take a deep breath, acknowledge your effort, celebrate your courage, and press play on your dreams again tomorrow.
That's the essence of human perseverance. It's steady, kind, and achievable.
And now, as we finish, remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just need to keep moving, gently and with intention.
Every small choice, every tiny effort, every kind word to yourself matters. And together, these build momentum toward your dream.
So, even if today felt heavy, you didn't give up. You stayed with us, and you stayed with your goal.
And that's the victory. Showing up again and again with kindness, patience, and courage.
That's what never giving up really means. Not hustle, not stress, but gentle human perseverance and resilience. Okay, take one slow, deep breath, and when you're ready, let's go on our calm little word tour recap of today's important words and ideas.
Yes, not a test, not a lesson, just a quiet stroll through the expressions we explored.
Let's begin with that first one we talked about, perseverance.
Perseverance. Such a soft, meaningful word. How would you explain it, John? If we were sitting together at a cozy cafe, I'd say perseverance is continuing on, even when things feel heavy. You don't have to rush. You just keep returning, gently, over and over.
Exactly. Like, today I feel tired, but I still spend 10 minutes listening to English. That's perseverance. Or like someone finishing a long project despite many challenges.
And then we had its companion, resilience.
Resilience. For me, it's like that tree in the wind. Life pushes, storms come, but the tree bends and stands again.
Yes, and people's resilience works the same way. Even after setbacks, we can stand up and continue. She bounced back after a tough day, and so can you.
Speaking of challenges, we also explored obstacles and setbacks.
Right. Obstacles block your path, like a sudden extra shift at work that interrupts your English practice.
And setbacks are when you try, but life pushes you back. That bad test, that nervous conversation, that moment when speaking didn't go well. Still, it's not the end.
That's when we used the image of an uphill battle.
Uphill battle. Walking up a steep hill with a heavy bag. Life can feel that way sometimes.
And when it feels heavy for a long time, it's normal to lose heart.
Lose heart means your energy, hope, or courage feels low.
Hitting rock bottom can happen too.
Hit rock bottom. When you feel at the lowest point, like there's nothing left in your tank.
But even from rock bottom, you can bounce back.
Bounce back. Recover after a hard time, like a ball that comes up after hitting the ground.
And when you do push through, even small moments, it changes things.
Push through. Just enough effort to reach the other side.
Then we had stay the course and stick with it.
Stay the course means continue on your path. Don't throw everything away in the middle.
Stick with it is similar, just a little more casual. Keep moving forward, even if slowly.
And sometimes you're on the right track, even if it doesn't feel obvious yet.
Right. Being on the right track means progress is happening, even if the finish line is far.
And a small light at the end of the tunnel can appear, a tiny sign of hope.
And of course, we played with that idiom. When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
And our special twist, When the going gets tough, I grab a snack.
The meaning is clear. Strong people don't run away, they take action.
Even a tiny action counts. One step, one sentence, one small effort.
And all of this brings us back to our central sentence today. Don't give up on yourself.
Don't give up on yourself.
That means even if you feel tired, slow, or discouraged, you still believe in your dreams and yourself.
I stumbled today, but I won't throw away my dream. I won't give up on myself.
And if you're listening now, you're already living that sentence.
We're proud of you, really proud. You chose to listen, think, and grow.
Maybe your day felt heavy. Maybe you felt like giving up on something.
But another part of you pressed play and stayed. That part is your perseverance.
And we're happy to sit with that part of you today.
Remember our little comment challenge. Finish this sentence. One thing I won't give up on is because.
It can be your English, health, confidence, creativity, anything that matters to you.
Don't worry about perfect grammar. Just write from your heart.
Your words remind us we're not alone. We're all practicing, all learning, all gently moving forward together.
A big international Don't Give Up Club. And you're part of it right now.
Your dreams matter. Your journey matters. Your English matters.
If this episode helped, even a little, please like this video, subscribe to Speak Unstoppable, and share it with a friend who needs a soft reminder today.
And if you want extra practice, you can replay the episode and repeat sentences aloud. That tiny step is brave.
Thank you for spending this time with us. I'm Maria.
And I'm Joan.
You've been listening to Speak Unstoppable.
Stay kind to yourself.
Keep moving forward with small, gentle steps.
And never give up on yourself.
Your progress doesn't end here. To continue your growth, explore the next video or our carefully selected episodes for you.